in 5 years, which player on this Raptors Summer League roster will be the best player?
Wow.
Ulrich Chomche.
What?
Wow.
Wow, you're taking...
I like it.
You're taking
I'm
it as
all
a
in.
zag.
I'm all in on Chomche.
You're
man.
zagging a zag.
No, this is a zig. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm going with Chomche. I've been high on him ever since I don't know.
I like it. I like it.
Saw him the first time.
Okay, okay.
No, I really think there's a lot of potential there. I'm really excited about that. So
He does have a physical
Going with
skill
Chomche.
set that no one else on the roster has.
he's gonna be the best story in Raptors history by the time we're done.
You either look amazing or this will look ridiculous. But right now, I think it's more ridiculous.
What are they gonna do? Fire me like Masai?
Wow. Samson, best player on the Raptors Summer League roster in 5 years.
Okay, I think it's a little bit of a boring answer, but it's Jacoby. His path to a role is so simple.
Yeah.
His skill set as like a good on-ball defender, a guy who can guard point guards, and a guy who shoots threes and cuts. All that stuff is an NBA player, a quality one, and it's just about how he develops his on-ball skills in particular that takes him from being like a great seventh man or so
Right.
into being a starter. And being a starter is pretty high upside for
Yeah,
a summer
sure.
league team. So especially for a guy, what was he, 19th pick overall?
Yeah,
I'll go with Jacoby. It's the easiest answer, but I mean, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I'll say someone else. I'll say Jonathan Mogbo.
Wow.
I'll say Jonathan
Yo,
Mogbo.
are you
I
guys
love how we're just
Are you
picking
forgetting we got
different
Colin
names.
Murray-Boyles too? Come on.
Thank you. I was about to
hasn't
say
played.
Colin.
I've
Doesn't matter.
never
He's
seen him
always
play
good.
professional
Bro, you
basketball.
weren't in the gym with us, man. Okay, he hasn't played.
How many professional games have you seen of him?
Zero.
So?
0 professional games. Does this count as a professional game right now?
It literally is. They get paid to play this game.
Incredibly, they do get paid. Okay, but you're going with Mogbo.
I'll go with Mogbo.
Okay.
I think his defense is so impactful that he can be a guy that, even if he isn't the starter, that you throw into your lineup and he's a linchpin and a wrench basically for 15 to 20 minutes in a game. He's versatile, like positionally. He can essentially guards through bigs.
Yeah.
And if he's able to, if his game in the pick and roll advances to a level where he can grab the ball, put the ball on the floor, hit a floater from there, his athleticism will really pop. You saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
And that leads you to potentially being a fifth starter or also just being a guy that's first off the bench and is one of the most impactful players on the team.
So you can do CMB
I'm going to
now.
just go ahead and say
Dude.
Colin Murray-Boyles.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, he's the 9th overall pick.
Yeah.
Obviously, the expectation is that in 5 seasons, he will be the best player on this current roster. I think he has the skill set to do it. From day one, I believe he'll be a very positive defender, making plays.
Yep.
That's not going to... I don't think there's going to be any hurdles for him to be a very impactful defender from day one. Maybe some physicality stuff, but like he'll eventually grow into that. And
He's
then
already pretty big, honestly.
he's wide,
big. Yeah,
so
yeah.
that will help him compensate for maybe
Sure.
some of the like length issues that he deals with.
Yeah.
Offensively, I guess we'll see what happens. This is why the summer league is exciting, because you get to see how he imposes himself physically, offensively, finishing around the basket, drives. But generally, I think it should be Colin Murray-Boyles. I think like if we
Yeah.
I didn't think he was on the table.
That's a surprise.
I just assumed that we wouldn't pick the 9th overall pick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
we
picked
have played-
Zaggers.
Oh,
These Zaggers.
avant-garde. Very avant-garde.
Guys, can I throw? I'm gonna throw. Okay, I don't really think he's gonna be
AJ
the best.
Lawson.
Elijah Martin has to be within this mix.
Okay.
I like that.
He has.
I thought you were gonna say Colin Castleton.
He's fine. If he's in the league in 5 years, I'm like really thrilled for him, right?
Yeah.
But like, I think with Elijah, he already has a track record of affecting winning. Okay, he was like a more featured guy at a small school, took them to the Final Four. Kind of loses in heartbreaking fashion, by the way. Then transfers to Florida, a great program already. All the coaches, they swear by this guy. They're like, this guy changed our program from day one. And I think that like, if you speak to him, if you get around him, if you just watch his game, super confident, obviously very athletic. Had to play of the night last night with that ridiculous dunk. Try to do it again the second time. Second dunk, he was like taking off from like above the dotted circle as a 6'2" guy. He's got audacity. I feel like he wants to guard. He has, I think, like a good head on his shoulders. And he's just, again, really, really confident. He's already 23 too. So like it doesn't feel like there's a lot of upside, but like guys, why are we sleeping on this? Like this is the new NBA now. You either come out as a freshman, you're a first round pick.
What is the upside version of Elijah Martin? Because I agree, like I think his pathway is very clear to being like a good rotational player in the NBA. But what's the upside swing here?
Norman Powell with defense. That's a damn good player.
Really good player. That's
That's a damn
that's
good
an
player.
all-star last year.
All-star maybe.
He
But
could have.
Norman Powell with defense.
When I was talking to him, he said that he watches Norm on defense, and I was like, "Damn!"
Oh wow, really?
I didn't know what film he was watching. He's like Marcus Smart, Drew Holiday, Norman Powell,
Wow.
I had.
Yeah.
He must have been watching Norm playing the Bucks.
Yeah.
I seen him lock down Chris Middleton many times.
Yeah.
But I'm rarely taken. I think in Summer League you can always buy a couple stars. So you know what I mean? Like, it's like if you're playing blackjack. Like I'm putting a little down on insurance.
Never.
On Elijah Martin. Well, that's why you're down in the moment.
It's CMB though.
It has to be.
It's CMB.
It would be wildly disappointing if it wasn't CMB.
He was
right?
the guy. He was my favorite prospect. It'd be crazy. It's CMB,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Jacoby also will be good.
No, Jacoby's gonna be great. I mean, again, if you
Really nice dude, by the way. Really nice.
Jacoby?
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Okay. That's good. Honestly, I feel like the Raptors actually have loaded up on character across the
Yes.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It sounds so lame to the fans because it's just like we want to see wins. I don't care what character when they have 125 and then 30 games, but they are actually a lot of just fun to deal with. And,
character doesn't show up on the stat head comparison between Paolo Banchero and Scotty Barnes or whatever. You know what I mean?
It's fine.
I do think
that might be my least favorite thing on NBA Twitter.
It's terrible.
It's just garbage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
To the point about building character, it is interesting the types of guys that they're bringing in because like Jamal Shed, multi-year player, not necessarily like the highly touted guy. Colin Murray-Boyles had to like battle his way to become a top prospect. Elijah Martin, multi-year guy. Like the characters that they're bringing around, it's not like they're guys who have chips on their shoulder, and I think that's similar to you kind of mentioned this in practice today, that bench mob mentality that they had in 2016 of guys who didn't really get rated in the draft process. Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, like they built out a culture with that. Maybe they're trying to reestablish that with this group.
And that's the thing with the bench mob is like if we had done this panel in 2017, the highest pick was Yak at 9.
Yeah.
And maybe the obvious pick would have been Yak would have had the best career, but it was Pascal. And then probably Fred and then Yak.
Yeah.
So like you never actually know, even on the draft pedigree itself.